Happy holidays.
2017.
Welcome to Shop Talk. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna get right into it before the polka comes back. Great year in 2017. 2018 is coming up. Give us your digital predictions for 2018 before we get to the rest of the crew at Location 3.
I've got two predictions. One is a carryover from last year. So if you look at last year's prediction video, I said that this year we would be able to track voice search in analytics and that Google would somehow monetize it. That prediction did not happen.
Did not happen.
Much like my wine importing business, which also did not happen.
Right.
This has got to be the year.
Okay.
Everything is about voice search. Everybody's talking about it. People are using it. Google, Home, Alexa, they're everywhere. They're pervasive. We have to be able to understand what this is, and we have to be able to figure out ways to optimize for it.
Okay.
Google's got to let us.
Okay.
Got to let us do this.
All right.
The other one is that Facebook becomes the second largest player in the local search space.
Okay.
People don't think of Facebook as a local search engine, but people are using Facebook to discover the Facebook Events app that just came out, Facebook Local app that just came out. And as local search experts, we are on the cusp of really understanding how to optimize your Facebook child pages, Facebook local pages, so that you do show up for discovery searches. So that's my two main predictions. Voice search will be a measurable and manageable,
optimizable
entity this year, and Facebook becomes a local search engine.
Okay, good stuff. All right. I'm going to kind of add a little bit to that because I think what you're getting at gets to my prediction in the sense that I think personalization, we've talked a lot about it over the last few years, but I think it's going to get that much more fine-tuned at every step of the sales funnel, right? Whether you're looking for a cup of coffee or you're looking for a big ticket item like a student loan, whether it's ad copy, it's qualifying that based on keywords, from a retargeting perspective, whether you're talking display, paid search, paid social, personalization is the name of the game. Because users continue to get more savvy. This is something we know. The less personal the ads are, right, the less likely folks are to engage. So that's one. I think the other piece that I honestly, influencer marketing has been huge for the last couple of years, right? I think that kind of takes not necessarily a nosedive, but a hard turn to the right. No longer is a millennial going to get $10,000 for an Instagram post featuring said brand's clothing, right, hashtag van life.
I think the Fry Island disaster maybe
might be one,
influencer
right?
marketing jumped the shark during that process.
Right, like the Kardashianization, if that's a word, of content, that kind of shifts to maybe a few peak players, but this idea that all these millennials, or regardless of age or vertical or your interest, like the idea that you can get massive amounts of money for single posts and a little bit of influencer marketing. Again, users are too savvy, they figured it out. And look at your Instagram feed, half of it you can tell just by looking at it is sponsored content.
Right.
So I think that starts to go away. And then I think my last one is we keep hearing about like consultant agencies or consultancies kind of chipping away at digital agencies in a lot of ways. And I think that completely ignores the fact that there's a lot of digital agencies building their own technology, testing their own platforms, looking at new avenues that maybe weren't traditionally explored by their clients. So agencies have always really been consultants. This idea that the agency is dead, to me, is bogus. So I know there's a lot of hype. Let's hope so. We obviously have a personal stake in that. I think there's a lot of hype to this. I don't think it's as dire as people want to make it sound. The ad agencies that are going to die are the ones that haven't been innovating.
I think that's the key point right there, is that the consulting shops saw an opportunity because people weren't providing that level of expertise. They were coming in and being kind of very bipartisan and understanding the landscape and saying these agencies, these digital shops, these consulting shops are coming in and being like, hey, we're going to evaluate this like Switzerland, and we're going to tell you what to do, where a more traditional shop might be like, hey, you need to pump all this money in display. And a lot of times it's because they were getting kickbacks from the display vendors.
Exactly.
Right? So it's a disruption, but out of disruption usually comes a lot of opportunity. And I think that's really a key note. I also think it's a great time, now that we're sitting here, it's January 2018, to look back at 2017 at some highlights for the year. So I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I'll go through a couple just personal, professional highlights for me. I completed my work to become a certified franchise executive, so IFA 2018, I'll be graduating, which is exciting.
Maybe we'll bring this on the road.
There we go. I also became Facebook Blueprint certified, which was exciting, which I failed that Facebook test.
They're cheering for you.
It was probably the first time I failed a test in a long time.
Yeah.
It was incredibly difficult.
All right, all right.
And then, let's see, what else? I think
you're CEO. You got promoted as CEO.
I got promoted to CEO.
Chief Executive Officer.
That's
kind of a big
interesting deal. Yeah, so we are at Location3. We're really grateful for all of our partners and our people that work for us. Really showing a lot of growth and expertise in the franchise space and the multi-unit location space. So, and we had a great success from a PR marketing perspective. I got to be on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun highlight. So all in all, just a lot of great stuff going on.
Well,
at Location3.
And I think for me, obviously, the biggest thing is the launch of Local Act, right? Something that's very near and dear.
Maybe the birth of your child.
The birth of the child. That's personal, right?
Cut to Benny.
Yeah, Benny's got some predictions after this. But at Location3, I think Local Act. You know, full disclosure, when I talk about ad consultancies, chip and away agencies, we are an agency that's building our own technology, building our own platforms, and that's based on years of customer feedback that has been critical to how those platforms get built. So at the end of the day, it's all about achieving clients' business goals, and I think we've taken a giant step forward in Local Act. It's something that's certainly near and dear to my heart. So certainly probably one of the biggest successes of the year, and opens up a lot of opportunity for 2018 going forward.
Very exciting stuff. So we're going to bring on a whole bunch of people here. They're going to give you their predictions, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man.
I think last year I was 0 for 1, so maybe next year I can
maybe we'll bat 300. All right, check it out.
This next year, the Minnesota Vikings will win their 2nd consecutive Super Bowl. That's not what we're doing? Okay. This next year, Facebook is going to explode when it comes to local business listings. Right now, they have a local app. I predict the features with that app and the functionality will triple. I'm talking more photos, more videos, more chat, more adoption, both by users and local businesses, and ultimately different ways of promoting the local businesses within that platform, likely meaning pay-to-play options. But Facebook is ready to blow up this year, and the only thing that's preventing it is its own internal infrastructure, which is struggling a bit to keep up, but I predict that will all be resolved, and Facebook will be the new #1 source for local businesses after this year.
So my prediction for 2018 has to do with attribution. I think a lot of folks have been focused on the idea of last click attribution, even if they are using attribution at all. And I think 2018 is going to show more and more data proving that last click attribution is not the best way to be looking, especially when we're seeing the changes in user behavior. So for example, if you're retail, lots of changes going on with retail right now. A user might come to your website, find the products that they're interested in, read more information, they might get reviews, they might skip out on your website to go find reviews at another place, and then depending on the product, they might find a search engine like Amazon to ultimately make their purchase. So if you're looking at just last click attribution, you've lost a key piece of information there. So it's really important to start thinking about all the different touch points and how you align those with the actual behaviors from your consumers.
All right, 2018, my prediction for digital marketing and advertising is I really think that local phone calls are going to be a big deal. I think that the first part of the lead generation is going to happen on that phone call. I think more and more people are just wanting to pick up the phone and call the store or club or whatever product they're trying to buy or service. And I just think that more and more of those interactions are going to happen in 2018. So that's my prediction.
My prediction for 2018 is that Google will try to further monetize the knowledge panel on the SERPs. About 2 years ago, they started removing those right rail ads from the SERPs and really built out that knowledge panel and more attributes. So Google posts, more photos. They recently rolled out video for the knowledge panel, as well as when the store is busiest, some reviews, as well as business descriptions. So with the removal of those right rail ads, I think that Google's really going to try and monetize the knowledge panel. We're starting to already see that with Google Posts, just to kind of get some more of that money back from removing those ads. One other thing is that knowledge panel really appears when you perform a brand search in an area with only one business. So because those brand searches we know cost less, monetizing those knowledge panels will really help Google recoup some of those costs on those cheaper branded searches.
Hey, so I think 2018 is the year that we finally see what the vision is like for having a digital marketing world without a search engine result page. Even as soon as last year, it was hard for us in marketing to envision what the world looks like without that Google search result page that we're so accustomed to. But so much has happened with mobile results and Google with a mobile priority and no right-hand rail and everything moving to mobile and doing localized ads in GMB posts, moving that from a Facebook standpoint, deprioritizing organic posting and really making it so businesses and brands have to do really targeted local ad campaigns combined with Internet of Things and voice search through Alexa and Google Home. And it's really coming to a place where we start to see that vision unfold, and I think it will be there in 2018 where we have a truly immersive search marketing experience that doesn't look anymore like a search engine result page.
Whoa, those were some amazing predictions.
I like Benny's the best.
Yeah, I don't think Neil's is going to be right there.
Super Bowl, no.
No chance on that one.
No.
But I hope you enjoyed that. Once again, thanks for a great year. Really looking forward to a great 2018.
Yep. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
See you next year.
Poco, 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 poco.
All right.